Captain Paul for the Locker Room here. If you haven't already, please make sure to subscribe, and let's get into it. The Buffalo Sabres goalie of the future, Devon Levi, has signed a 3-year entry-level contract. Devon Levi has been the best goalie in college hockey. He has had a remarkable run, and I think he's taken the longer approach, but it's going to pay off for him in the end. Where he came onto the scene, in the CCHL, in 37 games played, he had 1.47 goals against average, a .941 save percentage, a 34-2-1 record. This is where he got onto the radar. In 2020, he was drafted by the Florida Panthers in the 7th round, 212th overall, and this is gonna be the interesting story of this. The Florida Panthers drafted Spencer Knight and Devon Levi. So they could have had two potential franchise goaltenders in their organization. They believed in Spencer Knight more, so they ended up trading Devon Levi to the Buffalo Sabres. In the under 20 WJC for Canada in 7 games played, he had a 0.75 goals against average, a .964 save percentage, a 6-1 record with 3 shutouts. He was phenomenal. He ended up winning silver in that tournament, but he was the main reason they were in that gold medal game. His first year starting at Northeastern in 32 games played, he had a 1.54 goals against average, a .952 save percentage, 10 shutouts, a 21-10-1 record. He was phenomenal. That save percentage put him second all-time in NCAA history. Coming into the next season, there was a lot of expectations. Would he be able to replicate that type of success? And yeah, he would. In 34 games played, he had a 2.24 goals against average, a .933 save percentage, 6 shutouts, a 17-12-5 record. He was the best goalie in college hockey again. He ranked number 1 in save percentage at a .933 this season. Devon Levi looks like the real deal. At every single level, you see him improving, and he is an extremely hard worker. Now, not the prototypical size, only being 6 foot, which is kind of funny thinking of it that way. 6 foot, 185 pounds. It doesn't seem like that matters. He has just been wildly successful at all the levels he's played at. And the great thing is, he's only 21 years old. He has a lot of room to grow and a lot of time at that. Buffalo lacks a franchise starter in net right now. Craig Anderson has done very well in the games that he's played, but let's be very clear here. He's 41 years old. He's on the very back end of his career. People looked at UPL as the future in net. He's only 24 years old, but he has struggled mightily this season in 29 games played, a 3.55 goals against average, an .894 save percentage with a 15-10 record is just not good enough. And the guy they brought in, Eric Comrie, has done pretty poor himself. 17 games played, a 3.95 goals against average, an .877 save percentage. The only guy that has done well behind this Buffalo team has been Craig Anderson. So it's going to be very interesting to see what Buffalo does this offseason. They don't have really a good prospect in the system and goal outside of Devon Levi. So there is a possibility Devon Levi could push for an NHL spot next season. Now, what do I think about that? I would be very leery. Sometimes when you call a goalie up too early in his career, it can actually be to the detriment. While getting experience and facing NHL level talent is good to a certain degree, goaltender is one of the most difficult positions to play. And usually when it comes to goalies, they hit their primes later in their career. But to be very honest here, there's not much depth in goal for the Buffalo Sabres. UPL and Comrie are under contract until 2024, and Craig Anderson's contract is up at the end of the season. But let's be fair here. A UPL and Comrie tandem is just not an NHL level tandem. Both of them are borderline backups, so if you're going to rely on them to be a starter, you are in a world of hurt. Devon Levi has proven he's the best goalie in college hockey. He won the Richter Award last year. He's up for it again this year. It'll be interesting to see if the Sabres roll the dice and give him a shot at the NHL level. I would be interested to know what your thoughts are. Do you believe that Devon Levi should be at the NHL level next season, or that he should get some experience at the AHL level? I'm Captain Paul. I'll see you in the next video.